this Spotlight on Success conference sponsored by PowerNI. This half-day conference is a bespoke Women in Business event with leaders from the professional and entrepreneurial world that have climbed to the top of the corporate ladder or founded, grown and lead their own business.
So ultimately we are a nation of small businesses, so a lot of people in this room are either working for a small business or are thinking about opening a small business or sole tradership. So our birth and death rate in Northern Ireland of businesses is 9,000 open every year, 9,000 close every year, so negative growth. 9,000 open, 9,000 close. Now a lot of close because people retire, it's time for business to wind up, people exit, whatever. But we don't have natural growth, and we've got a lot of work to do within education to educate the educators about the economy and how we can help young people set up businesses and be successful in business.
The journey is not over, it's never over, you're constantly learning. The pace of change is going one way, and that's up. We're seeing the impact of technology in life, work and society, and I am very privileged that I'm working in a sector that's really trying to help people adapt to that new technology. And I have to say, it's great to see, as Tina said, young people in the room. That's who I'm learning from now. I mean, the way you think, the way you look at things differently, that's what we need to be listening to and bringing into more of our own thinking.
So as Sheryl Sandberg says, women are perceived as either too soft or too tough, but never just right, and as competent or likeable, but rarely both. Thinking about men as default leaders leads to the assumption that to fit better in a workplace, women must change in order to succeed. And I'd say it's not the women that need to change, it's the system.
I think for me, key has been setting goals. Goal setting is really important because it allows you to know what it is you're striving for and then begin to make a plan as to how to get there. So 5-year goals, 10-year goals, break it down. What do you need to do today towards your goals? That's really important. The other thing I would say is perspective, maintaining perspective, and that includes work-life balance. And no one will ever protect your work-life balance for you, so that's your job to do that, and it makes you a better leader when you have that. And then perhaps the last thing I would just say is that you have to just go for it. I mean, believe in yourself and go for it, quite frankly, and there will be disappointments, but never give up.
And there was an amazing quote from the Women in Business dinner for anyone who is at it, which has stuck in my head ever since, and I can't get it out of my brain. And it goes as follows, in case you can't read it. I always do something I think I'm a little bit uncomfortable about. I think that's how we grow. And I thought that for me encapsulates what I think I've tried to do in my career and what I would encourage everybody in this room to do, which is take those opportunities to do something you don't feel that you're quite ready to do.
For the people in any business, it's imperative you understand the imprint of the cultures and circumstances they were born into, and acknowledge that what they get out of bed for in the morning is very, very different to your reality. As you know, you can't mandate diversity or culture. You have to build a belief system, and that has to start with their belief in you. And in doing so, actions speak way louder than words. As a leader, you must invest time in developing and coaching your people, and in shooting the breeze, or as my brother would say, talking shite. You will get the return 1,000 times over. They are your mirror, and your success is their success. Or in the words of the late Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you did, or people forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you.
I think we all need to be a little bit more vocal in highlighting women role models across all of the sectors in a really authentic and meaningful way, both to provide great examples to inspire young people and also to support and encourage those women who are making their way to be leaders in their fields today. So the importance of events such as these should not be understated. And I would really like to congratulate women in business for the important role that they play within the local business community in advancing the agenda for improved diversity, equality and inclusiveness.
Wow, I'm just blown away by those ladies. I think anybody who doesn't go away inspired today or with some nuggets they weren't really here. I have copious notes. So could you please give our speakers for today a very big round of applause?
I think it's very important for women to see that these women who are leaders, and I in my role get the opportunity to meet them all the time and understand that we're all pretty much the same and have the same challenges, but not an awful lot of people get to see that. So by bringing them here, and they are very open and honest, everybody gets to see that yes, you can be that leader, you can be that successful person, and they are the same, they have all the same challenges that we have. They just continue with that resilience, that grit. I think it is a great time of the year for people to be inspired and to have a look at where they're at in their career and to take on board those pieces of advice and look at 2019 in terms of what they're going to do.